Thank you very much.
Please, the procession is coming. May we all rise, please? The procession is coming. May we all rise, please? Thank you. The national anthem, please. ABU anthem. REGISTRTAION anthem. Yes.
It's time to rise above me, reveal the transformation, reveal the transformation, the earth to life with love. The giants of Africa, the cry of Nigeria, in the nation, in the arts and resources, teaching for excellence, teaching the nation,
Thank you very much. We all sit. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good morning, and I welcome each and every one of you to this auspicious occasion, the first oath-taking and induction ceremony for B.Ed graduates with the Teachers Regulatory Council of Nigeria, TRCN. And distinguished ladies and gentlemen, quickly, it is very important that each time we find ourselves in a gathering like this, we seek divine intervention for the blessings of the program. May we take 30 seconds to pray according to individual faith, please. Let's pray according to individual faith in 30 seconds, please. Amen. Please, if you're for LRCN, Library and Information Science, to be member of LRCN, you're supposed to be on this side, and then for TRCN, you can use the middle row and then the last row. Please, you can just swap within some seconds. Thank you. Gentlemen, please, there are Haba to be registered teachers. Okay. Now, can I receive them to Ramaico? So. Oh, like me, aku ramai mas. Abang ketua mas. Kawan ni cuma ayo cakap. Haka ni semua cakap. First, one output. Are we good to go? Then what are we waiting for? It's something you can do within seconds. I will link you how. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, already seated on the high table is the Vice Chancellor of the prestigious Ahmadu Bello University Zaria, Professor Adamu Ahmed, who is here ably represented by the Deputy Vice Chancellor Advancement, Research and Innovation, Professor Sanusi Ali Rafindadi. You're welcome, sir. Please, can we put our hands together for the Vice Chancellor? May I also acknowledge the presence of our August visitors in the month of January. The Registrar, Chief Executive Officer of the Library Regulatory Council of Nigeria, Ambassador Jafar Iwase. You're welcome, sir. Please, can we put our hands together for him? The Registrar of the Teachers Regulatory Council of Nigeria is here ably represented by the Director of Registration and License, Abuja, Mr. Okunola Abimbola Hamid. You're welcome, sir. May I also acknowledge the presence of the Dean Faculty of Education, Professor Abdullahi Alhatu. You're welcome, sir. The Chairperson, Nigerian Library Association, who also doubles as the Desk Officer, LRCN ABU Zaria, Dr. Fidelia Wong. You're welcome, ma'am. Our distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I also have the singular honor and privilege to acknowledge the presence of Mrs. Esther Nasa, Zonal Coordinator, Northwest, Kaduna Office. You're welcome, ma'am. We also have with us Aisha Abbakura from TRCN Office, Kaduna. You're welcome, ma'am. We have Prince Kenneth Okwara, pardon my pronunciation, sir, the Chief Librarian. You're welcome. And distinguished ladies and gentlemen, may I also acknowledge the presence of the Acting University Librarian, Dr. Abubakar Abdullahi Mohammed, ably represented by Dr. Amil Musa. You're welcome, sir. The heads of departments, the Head Department of Art and Social Science Education, Professor Adamu Aliyu. You're welcome, sir. Head of Department of Counseling and Educational Psychology, Professor Ralia Mohammed Bello. You're welcome, ma'am. The Head of Department of Home Economics, Professor Aisha Zakari Mohammed. You're welcome. A former Dean of the Department of Education, Professor J.A. Gwani. You're welcome, sir. The Head of Department of Library and Information Science, Professor Abu Yusufu. You're welcome, sir. The Assistant Dean, Faculty of Education, Dr. G. L. Liko. You're welcome, sir. Let me also acknowledge the presence of the coordinators and desk officers. Dr. Idris Dauda, you're welcome, sir. Dr. M.K. Fanadu, And the distinguished ladies and gentlemen, they say it is only to whom honor is due. It is very important that you give honor is due. I don't think I'll forgive myself if I finish the protocol without acknowledging the presence of two former university librarians of the prestigious Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria. We have with us Professor Zaria Muhammad. You're welcome, sir. And then, of course, we also have with us Professor Umar Ibrahim. You're welcome, sir. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, before we proceed, may I also acknowledge the presence of the former head of Department of Library and Information Science, Professor Habibu Muhammad. You're welcome, sir. Quickly, at this juncture, for the welcome address, may I invite the Dean Faculty of Education, Professor Abdullahi Al-Hatu. Please, let's give him a round of applause while he comes for the welcome address. Thank you.
The Vice Chancellor, sir, ably represented by the Deputy Vice Chancellor, distinguished guests, heads of departments here present, seniors in the faculty here present, invited guests, distinguished inductees, good morning. It is my pleasure to welcome you to this dual induction ceremony, jointly organized by the Teachers Registration Council of Nigeria and the Librarians Registration Council of Nigeria. This occasion marks a significant milestone in the careers of our esteemed colleagues, recognizing their professionalism and dedication to education and librarianship. We commend, as a faculty and the university in general, the effort of REGISTRTAION and LRCN for their efforts in promoting excellence in this field. As we celebrate this achievement, the faculty in particular and the university in general, we want to affirm our commitment to advancing education and librarianship in Nigeria. The Vice Chancellor, sir, this is a program organized by these two bodies to induct the graduates in these areas of specialization, that is teachings and librarianship. This is the maiden occasion for this induction in the faculty and in the university in general, and by God's grace, this will be the beginning and will not be the end. It will go strength upon strength as we graduate professionals in these fields, and we hope as we come here safely, we'll go back to our various destinations safely. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, Dean. Sir, please, once again, let's put our hands together for the Dean. The morning is still early, fine. Is everyone hungry here? Please, oh, you're hungry. Okay, don't worry. As to be teachers, they say teachers' rewards are in heaven. So don't worry, you reap what you sow in heaven. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, quickly, may I also acknowledge the presence of a former Dean of Faculty of Education, Professor Tijani Ibrahim. You're welcome, sir. And I also have the singular honor and privilege to invite to the high table our guest lecturer for today, Malam Abdullah Hisani. You're welcome, sir. Please to come to the high table. Thank you. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the next item on the agenda is remarks by the Vice Chancellor. Remarks by the Vice Chancellor of Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria, Professor Adamu Ahmed, ably represented by the Vice Chancellor Advancement, Research and Innovation, Professor Sanisa Ali Rafindadi. Please let's put our hands together for the Vice Chancellor while he comes for his remarks.
Thank you very much, MC. Mr. Chairman, I'm not sure if there is one, but let's create one. On behalf of the Vice Chancellor, Professor Adamu Ahmed, who is unable to be with us at this moment because of the commitments and the preparations that are ongoing for this week's convocation ceremonies, I am here to represent him in this all-important induction. So I would like to welcome formally the registrar of the Librarians Registration Council of Nigeria, His Excellency Ambassador Wase, and his counterpart at the Teachers Registration Council of Nigeria, ably represented by Dr. Abimbola, and the Dean, who I must thank for successfully organizing this induction, and all the heads of departments that are here, the former deans of the faculty that are here, and the former university librarians, my brothers that are here, for all the efforts they have made to ensure that today and this induction happens. It was a very long journey, starting since when Professor Gwani was the dean. So thank you very much, Professor Gwani, who started this. We all know what it takes to have students in this number collectively meeting the requirements of the registration of this most important regulatory council. Now, to the inductees, let me tell you one thing. You have chosen and have succeeded in being a professional of one of the most important professions in the world. And like we say, the mother of all professions, teaching. That is one. Two, you have chosen and succeeded in graduating from the best university in Nigeria, the largest in sub-Saharan Africa and the most prestigious in Nigeria. Absolutely. And again, you have succeeded in graduating from the largest faculty And in my opinion, the most important, the most effective faculty in the university. So you have these three things to thank God for. Now, in addition, out of all those who have graduated, you, 77 of you, have succeeded in meeting the requirement to be a professional teacher. The envy of all of us who are not. If you are not a professional teacher, we always say you are a cheater. True or false? Why is that the case? Because there are things your profession inculcates in you that makes you different, a different human being from the rest. So, in addition to being a graduate, you have the highest level of integrity that is expected from you as a teacher. This formal entry into this profession ensures that this integrity that you have remains the highest until you retire and until death, let me say. It also makes sure that you remain continuously learning, because a teacher learns every time, all the time. He has to, he has no option. You see, your profession leads in this fast-changing world. In fact, it is because of your profession that the world is changing this fast and the complexity arising. So, as a professional teacher, you need to ensure that you keep up as a person, individually, to this fast-changing world. You continue to innovate, you continue to be resilient, you close your eyes to things that are around that are destructive, and you hold on to the professional ethics that these two regulatory councils regulate and ensure that you uphold. Now, let me make this additional point. You see, your influence in the societal life, in building individuals, is so important. Let me remind you, those of you who notice, in fact, you can tell me, a teacher has greater influence and authority on a child than his parents. What is that? You say, oh, go and do this. A teacher said, the child will tell you, but teacher said, what does that mean? The child sees the teacher's authority as superior to that of the parent. If you want a child to do anything, tell them the teacher said, or the teacher expects this, and then they will do it. That is why you have to be professional, keep to the ethical standards that you are going to today swear to uphold to. And I pray to you, to God, that you succeed in meeting and continuously upholding to the professional standards and ethics expected of you as a professional teacher. As you move in to shape the way we build human capital and therefore develop our country in ways that not everybody understands, but it is your duty to show and prove that this is what a teacher remains. So I would like to thank the parents who have spent so much in energy, time, and resources right from the day you were born to this day. I think it is their commitment to making sure that you have got the best education that guaranteed that you got into ABU, the largest and the best faculty and the best profession. And today is here, so the parents, we can't thank you enough. And to the teachers, the lecturers, who have labored in thick and in thin, and you all know what I mean when I say in thick and in thin. Sometimes staying 8 months without pay and being resilient, refusing to quit the job and go and take another job, waiting until the right thing is done, their salary confiscated and never restored. They remain there because of you, because of a day like this. I know today is one of their happiest days, that they see you fulfilling your ambition. So I would thank you very much, all the academics, all the non-teaching, who have done so much to ensure that this day happens. So on behalf of the Vice Chancellor, Professor Adamu Ahmed, I thank you very much and wish you a very successful induction. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Vice Chancellor. So please, can we give the Vice Chancellor another resounding round of applause? Thank you very much. And distinguished ladies and gentlemen, going by the program of events, the next item is supposed to be the lecture, but because of the busy schedules of the university and then how tight the engagement of the Vice Chancellor is, the Vice Chancellor figured that we call the inductees to be presented to the respective registrars of the Regulatory Council for the induction proper. After that, then we take the lecture. So, quickly, for the presentation of the inductees to LRCN, may I invite Dr. Idris A. Dauda.
Mr. Vice Chancellor, sir, my registrars, LRCN and TRCN. Please, the library science inductees, can you rise up? The registrar, sir, teachers, Librarians Registration Council of Nigeria. The registrar, sir, Librarians Registration Council. I present to you the 2024-2025 graduates of Library and Information Science to be inducted into the profession, sir. Thank you very much. The Vice Chancellor of our great university, Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria, who is also ably presented with the Deputy Vice Chancellor, also wearing the shoe of the Honorable Minister of Education, who happens to be the board chair of the Librarians Registration Council of Nigeria. Other principal officers of this great institution, my respected professional colleagues, distinguished inductees, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. We need to welcome you on behalf of the Librarians Council of Nigeria. Before we start the real presentation,
of the inductees, I would like to make a certain point. Librarians Registration Council of Nigeria, with an acronym LRCN, signifies a regulatory council that deals with the regulation of the practice and teaching of librarianship all over the country. Indeed, it's a parastatus which was established under the Federal Ministry of Education by Act number 12 of 1995, LRCN of the Law of the Federation 2004, with the responsibility of regulating the activities and practice of librarianship in the country. Perhaps the measure of our mandate is to determine who is a librarian, to determine the level of education of the librarian. And indeed, it is paramount for us to note that the Council developed, published, and established standards and guidelines of all types of libraries. And as well as we perform accreditation and we review curriculum of the library information sectors. We also do monitor and evaluate in order to ensure the compliance of the standard and guidelines of all the types of libraries. Indeed, we also perform what is called the capacity buildings of librarians of different types of dealing with the current trends. Amongst others too, we do collaborate with relevant bodies to ensure the success of the entire council. Perhaps let me use this opportunity to appreciate the government of the Federation under the leadership of the President Bello for ensuring that the council has been restored into the government budget. You know, for the past 2 years, the government was out of budget. We also commend the effort of our Honorable Minister, Dr. Tunde Olawasi, for his own effort to ensure that we're being restored. We have to express our appreciation to the Vice Chancellor for that. Indeed, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I would like to use this opportunity to present to you the Honorable Minister. I, by name, Ambassador Jafar Abdullah Iwasi, as the Registrar of the Librarians Registration Council of Nigeria, hereby present these 77 candidates that have fulfilled all the requirements as stipulated in Section 9 of the Librarians Registration Council of Nigeria, Act 12 of 1995, LTT of the Law of the Federation 2004, bringing the number of the librarians being registered in the country to 9,970 librarians. To the Honorable Minister of Education for induction as certified librarians in Nigeria. Mr. Honorable Minister.
By the powers conferred on me as the chairperson, Governing Council of Librarians Registration Council of Nigeria, LRCN, I admit you all as certified librarians of Nigeria with all the privileges and rights attached to this status.
Please introduce your hands up, and at the same time, you have to repeat after me. If I say I, you have to mention your name before. I do solemnly swear that I will faithfully, truly, and impartially, to the best of my judgment, skill, knowledge, and ability, perform the duties of the office of a certified librarian as established by the Librarians Registration Council of Nigeria. I also swear that I will not accept in the discharge of my duties disclose to any person any confidential information regarding any matter brought to my attention as a certified librarian, so help me God. Thank you and congratulations. I will use this opportunity also on behalf of the Honorable Minister, as well as the Council, to invite these three persons to be presented with certificate by the Honorable Minister. They are the personnel: one, Zaria, two, Zaria, three, Munirat. We're coming down.
An executive handshake with the Honorable Minister.
Yes, Honorable Minister, sir. You're welcome. Please feel free. Omar Zaria. Munarat Aduhan. There's going to be a response on behalf of the inductees by Umar Zaria, please.
I greet you all. Today is not just another date on the calendar. It is a moment of recognition, a moment of responsibility and pride. I am Sabira Umar, and I speak on behalf of my classmates, the first set to be inducted in the Department of Library and Information Science, Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria. Being the first set to be inducted means that we are stepping forward officially, embracing the values and ethics of our chosen field. Our journey so far has been one of learning, growth, and discovery. We've been taught that libraries are not just buildings, that information is not just data, but tools for empowerment, for preservation, and for progress. We sincerely appreciate our lecturers and the university for their guidance, for their patience, and their belief in us. Your efforts have laid a foundation upon which we stand today. This induction is a reminder that knowledge comes with duty. And as students of Library and Information Science, we are called to serve the truth, to organize knowledge, and to make information accessible to all. To my dear classmates, to all inductees, I say congratulations to us. This marks a new chapter. May we work it with integrity, with excellence and purpose. Thank you for this honor. Thank you.
Congratulations, registered librarians. So officially, I can now address you as registered librarians. Congratulations. Next, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, with the permission of the Vice Chancellor, may I invite Dr. Aminu Mishika for the presentation of inductees to the Registrar TRCN.
The Vice Chancellor, sir. On behalf of the Dean of the Faculty, Professor Ahmadu, and other head of departments, the Registrar, TRCN, Teachers Residential Council, I will hereby present to you the TRCN graduates. All the TRCN graduates, please stand up. Sir, Here are 882 RCN graduates for 2024-2025 session.
Thank you so much. My Vice Chancellor, ably represented by our iconic Deputy Vice Chancellor, the amiable Vice Chancellor. And I want to also thank the man of the moment, the dean of the greatest faculty in any university, the dean of Faculty of Education. My professors and mentors, my dear inductees, because of want of time, please let me quickly inform you that all of you are professional. And there is this slogan at TRCN that says, teachers are great. The response should be no controversy. Teachers are great. No controversy. Teachers are great. No controversy. Can we please appreciate ourselves? My dear inductees of today, you are not just great, but you are the builder of the nation. Without you, there will be no other professional. Without you, the society will be in chaos. You build the society, you nurture life, you bring into life, you are the architect of everything in life. Do you know your profession is the first, the foremost, the fundamental profession everywhere? And let me be candid with you. Other professionals can commit an atrocity in the course of practicing their profession. But you, the mother of all professions, oh my God, the profession that gave birth to other professions, the foremost professionals, if you should commit an atrocity on just an atom of mistake, lives, so many lives will be lost. For instance, if a medical doctor commits an atrocity in practicing his profession, the only thing that will be lost will probably be the limb or the life of that individual. And if it is a lawyer, probably the liberty of that client will be lost. And if it is an engineer, maybe a building or a road will collapse. For you, the mother of all professions, the noble professionals, the one that creates every other professional, please, if you should just commit an atom of a mistake in imparting right knowledge, so many lives will be lost. And as we are marching out, I implore every one of you, take a critical look at the four walls of the classroom that you are entering into. Look at your pupil, look at your students, and take a belief in yourself that you are there to make a change. Because your profession is a transformative profession. Let your name be written in gold that you are one of those that contributed to the life of all those students. Like I said, because of what of time, I wouldn't want to delay my DPC. We are now going to perform the induction proper, the oath taking. And for us to carry out the protocol, the first thing we are going to do is that we are going to move the tassel of our cap, if it's on the left-hand side, to the right-hand side. Are we there? Then the next one, you are going to raise up your hand, your right hand. And you won't bring that right hand down until when I ask you to do so. And you are going to repeat after me. Wherever I mention I, please and please mention your name using teacher's voice, not bedroom voice, please. It is important because today is your day. The whole world wants to hear your voice. The whole world wants to see that you are the transformational leader they are waiting for. So please open your mouth and mention your name and repeat after me. Hi. I didn't hear your name. My dean, sir. My dean, it seems from what I've seen, your inductees of today are not prepared for this protocol. Please let the whole world hear your name. The heaven is open for your name to be written in gold. Open your mouth and say your name clearly. Hi. This will not fly. My mentor, Professor Tijani, you know how we do it. Can I go ahead or I should just sit down? Okay, sir. So this is the litmus test. Don't let us fail the litmus test because this is the maiden edition. So let's do it for the last time. Hi. Do solemnly affirm that I will be faithful, that I will be loyal, and bear true allegiance to the teaching profession. That as a registered teacher, I will discharge my duties honestly to the best of my ability. And faithfully, in accordance with the provisions of the Teachers Registration Council of Nigeria, Act 3 of 2004, that I will not allow my personal interest to influence my official conduct or my official decision. That I will preserve, that I will protect and defend the dignity of the noble profession. So help me God. I've not asked you to put down your hand. My DBC, sir, may I be given the go-ahead, the permission to welcome and usher today's inductees to the noble profession of teaching. Thank you, sir. Having been found worthy in learning and character by your institution, and having taken the teacher's oath of allegiance, I, representing Dr. Proffesional, the Registrar and Chief Executive of REGISTRTAION, hereby formally, I do like you to say. So we are starting all over again because quick into rapid. So having been found. Now we are taking the formal admission of all of you from the onset now. Now please pay attention here. I didn't ask you to repeat after me. Having been found worthy in learning and character by your institution, ABU, and having taken the teacher's oath of allegiance, I, Okuola Dimbola Ahmed, representing the Registrar Chief Executive of REGISTRTAION, Dr. Proffesional, by the power vested on me by the Teachers Registration Council of Nigeria, Act 31 of 1993, now Cap 3 of 2004, hereby, Professor, sir, the DTC, the hereby refused to know. Hereby, formally admit all of you into the teaching profession. With all the obligations, with all the rights, and with all the privileges appertaining thereto, my dear professional, certified, licensed, 21st century service teacher, welcome on board. Now, for us to complete the ritual of induction, you know, we put the tassel of our cap on the right hand side. If you look at my professors, here is their own tassel on the left hand side. We are now going to move the tassel of our cap slowly, methodically, and gradually to the left hand side. Now, can we all hold the tip of our cap? After the count of 3, you are going to respond. 1, 2, 3. Hip, hip, hip. I can't hear you. Hip, hip, hip. And finally, let's go. Hip, hip, hip. Welcome on board. Welcome to the profession that gave back to every other profession. Now, before we take our seats, we need to recognize those people that matter. Our DPC is here. The Dean of the greatest faculty is here. Our mentors, our lecturers are here. And our parents are here. So let's raise our cap once more. We are going to make a passionate bow and we will say thank you to everybody that matters. We are starting with the DPC. Can we raise our cap and make a bow and say a big thank you? Thank you, sir. Now let's take a look at my own mentor, our ambassador, the Registrar and Chief Executive of LRCN. Let's raise our cap and make a big thank you to him. The Dean, the amiable Dean, the iconic Dean, the Dean that leads and other deans follow, the Dean of the greatest faculty, the faculty that leads and other faculty begs to follow. Can we raise a cap and make a passionate bow? Thank you. Now let's take a look at our benefactors, our lecturers, those that transform our life, those that change our life positively. Can we raise a cap and make a passionate thank you to them? And finally, to our parents, who contributed in no small way to make us what we are today. We are not going to say thank you to them, but we are going to give them 3. Can we go ahead? So, my dear inductees, I want to welcome you to the mother of all professions. Please note that Teacher Registration Council of Nigeria is meant to serve you. And we are not only serving you, but we are giving you programs and activities geared towards changing the nomenclature, changing the status of teaching in Nigeria. God be with you, and all of you will achieve your goal. Thank you, and God bless.
You can announce it. Thank you.
Now, a quick one too. I'm going to invite our DPC, the Dean, and the Registrar to help in presenting ceremonial presentation of certificate to just 3 individuals.
We have Sani Kabir. Sani Kabir. Sani Kabir.
We have Majam Ali Amawa. Amajam Ali Amawa. Osman Abdulatif Onimisi. The remaining certificates.
In line with LRCN, I have the authority of presenting all your certificates to the dean today. The remaining ones you collect it in your department. Thank you so much. Okay, Suvat Olawale.
Of the greatest Ahmadu Bello University students, of the greatest Bello, another Bello, Supremo Raga. Let's do two Boza for our daddies here. Boza. The Vice Chancellor, sir, distinguished guests, and my fellow students, we want to deeply appreciate you for this induction into the teaching profession of Nigeria. It is indeed an honor to be part of the inductees today. We say a big thank you. We commend you. We applaud you. We appreciate you, sir. It's an honor to be part of the inductees in Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria, the north of the Limpopo, the south of the Sahara, the east of the Equator, and the west of the Mahaha. We say thank you, and we promise to uphold the value of integrity, excellence, and dignity in our future career. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you.
Of the greatest Nigerian students. Well, you're no longer Nigerian students, you are now licensed and registered teachers. Congratulations. And the dean is here. I think I will not be mistaken if I say your set is the luckiest set that the faculty has ever produced. The luckiest set that the faculty has ever graduated. Because this is the first time we're doing something like this, and we hope, it will maintain subsequently. Once again, congratulations, and we wish you all the best as you take your next journey through life. And with the permission of the dean, we quickly move to the next item on the agenda, which is the lecture for today on the topic, the role of professionalism in librarianship, to be delivered by Malam Abdullah Sani. Please, can we give him a round of applause while he comes for his presentation? Thank you. You are not glad the registered teachers are registered librarians. Good afternoon. Distinguished guests, my respected colleagues, and dear students. I'm deeply honored to be invited as a guest speaker on this important topic, the role of professionalism in librarianship. I sincerely thank the organizers for giving me this opportunity to share my experiences with you. Not too long you are inducted at the point of your graduation. Induction bridges academic training and professional practice, ensuring that you can be critical, confident, and ready to contribute meaningfully in librarianship. Librarianship is more than a job. It's a profession that plays a critical role in education, research, and national development. No? So let's look at librarianship and professionalism. Librarianship is a profession and also an academic field that is concerned with organization, management, presentation, and dissemination of information resources to meet information needs of the users. It is the practice of helping people to find, use, and evaluate information effectively, whether in books, digital resources, or other formats. Professionalism, on the other hand, is the way a librarian believes, works, and carry out his duty according to the standard, ethics, skills, and attitudes expected in librarianship. It simply means doing your job properly, responsibly, and ethically. So, to achieve this, librarian must possess formal education first and training in library and information science, and that's why you are inducted. And this possession of formal education and training in library science is one of the functions of Librarian Council of Nigeria. The librarian must follow professional code of ethics, and he must continuously update himself. He must also be used. He must also place users' information needs and the center of services. Professional librarian must understand that information is power and must be handled responsibly. Now, one of the professional aspects of librarianship is to obtain ethical standard in librarianship. Ethical standard in librarianship are the principles and rules that guide librarians in professional conduct, decision-making, and service to users. This standard ensures trust, fairness, and professionalism in services. A professional librarian is expected to protect the privacy and confidentiality of users, promote intellectual freedom, and free access to information, avoid censorship, bias, and discrimination. He is also expected to treat all users fairly, regardless of his background. Then, for one aspect of this professionalism in librarianship is professional knowledge and competence, which is expected all librarians that are inducted to possess, which you have to have presentation in cataloging and classification, reference and information services, collection development, information literacy, and user of information and communication technology tools. In today's digital professionalism, also require familiarity with library automation systems, online databases, digital libraries, and institutional repository. A professional librarian must be both an information expert and a technology-friendly user. Continual professional development is another aspect of professionalism in librarianship, which is the process by which librarians deliberately improve their knowledge, skills, and professional competence throughout their careers in order to provide effective and up-to-date library services. Continuous professional development includes auditing, attending workshops, seminars, and conferences, participating in training and certification programs, conducting and publishing research, learning new technologies and software. Without continuous learning, librarians risk becoming irrelevant in rapidly developing and evolving technology era. Another aspect of professionalism in librarianship is professional attitude and works, which are essential qualities that guide librarians in delivering effective, fair, and user-centered information service. They shape how librarians behave, make decisions, and relate with users and colleagues, such as punctuality in the workplace, respectful communication with users and colleagues, proper dressing and workplace, team and cooperation. The way librarian behaves often determine how users perceive the library as a whole. The importance of professionalism in librarianship. The importance of professionalism in librarianship lies in how it helps librarians deliver high quality, ethical, and reliable information services to individuals and society. Below are the key points that explain clearly that are very important in professionalism. We have quality service delivery, we have ethical practice and integrity, we have trust and credibility, effective information management, continuous professional development, promotion of intellectual freedom, positive intellectual image, accountability and responsibility, adaptation to technology change, and contribution to national development. Professionalism and technology in librarianship refers to how librarians have professional values, skills, ethics, and standards, while effectively using modern technology to deliver library services. In librarianship, professionalism provides values and standards, while technology provides tools. Together, they enable librarians to deliver effective, ethical, and user-centered information services. In digital age, it applies. Professional librarians are expected to enhance library automation, manage electronic and digital resources, teach user information and digital literacy skills, adapt to emerging technologies. Professionalism enables librarians to remain relevant despite rapid technology changes. Then there's no way professionalism can go without challenges. Challenges to professionalism in librarianship include inadequate funding of libraries, employment of unqualified personnel, limited training opportunities, poor motivation and innovation, rapid technology advancement. These challenges require collective effort for librarians, institutions, and policy makers. So the strategy to overcome these challenges include libraries should employ qualified professionals. Institutions should support continuous training. Professional bodies should enforce technical standards. Government and stakeholders should adequately fund libraries. Librarians should take personal responsibility for development. Professionalism begins with individual commitment and institutional support. So, therefore, to round up, professionalism is the backbone of librarianship. It determines the quality of services provided, the relevance of libraries, and the public image of the profession. In an era of information explosion and digital transformation, only professional librarians can effectively manage information and meet the diverse needs of users. I congratulate you for being inducted and your point of organization. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir. Please can we once again put our hands together for Malam Abdullah Isani. The librarians, the registered librarians, I hope you have taken notes of all that was presented by Malam Abdullahi. And I hope you all will put that into practice. Thank you very much once again, sir. And quickly, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, with the permission of the Dean, we move to the next item on the agenda, which is lecture by the Registrar, Teachers Regulatory Council of Nigeria, TRCN, who is here ably represented by the Director of Registration and License, Abuja, Mr. Okunola Abimbola Ahmed. Please, can we also put our hands together for him while he comes for his presentation? Thank you.
Much. My dear great professional teachers, well, I've summarized most of those essentials when we induct you into the teaching profession. But all the same, please and please, we want to appeal to you that as you are going out, as I mentioned, ensure that you hold the white flag of ABU. Ensure that your classroom is interactive. Ensure that your students are nurtured and bring out their potential. That is the function of a good teacher. Don't be a teacher that will bully. Don't be a teacher that will go to the classroom wearing the true slippers. This is 21st century, and I must commend you because you've shown to the whole world in our professional qualifying examination, out of 820, at least I can tell you, 82.3% of you pass our exam. And that is an indication. It is an indication and a testament that you are going to rule the world. 21st century is meant for you, and you need to go out and ensure that you achieve your goals. And on a final note, let me just tell you, TRCN is working assiduously and restoring the lost glory of our profession. As of yesterday, the Honorable Minister of Education and the First Lady of Nigeria launched what is known as Teachers Summit. The essence of the summit is to ensure that our profession is taken to the next level. And what are the next level? You need to be digitally literate. You need to know how to use remote learning to at least in your classroom. The era of you holding your lesson notes is no more. With TRCN, if you go to our website, www.tstnigeria.ng, you will see an AI enabled lesson plan and lesson note. You also see a restricted lesson note, where instead of you spending so much time adapting, you can adapt the lesson notes to meet your need. And in the same vein, those of us that want to travel abroad, we all know what is known as our LOPS. The LOPS means Letter of Professional Standing. If you go outside the shore of Nigeria and you want to pick up a teaching job, all they will require from you is your LOPS. And where do you get the LOPS? With your certificate and license. All you need to do is to present it to TRCN and we'll give you letter of professional standing. And take it or leave it. Anywhere you go to with your LOPS, they will give you the same remuneration, the same package that they are giving those people who are teaching in that particular country. In the same vein, my dear inductee, we are trying to benchmark the best practices. Because when you go outside the shore of Nigeria, in Finland, the best 10 graduating high school students are called into the teaching profession. When you go to Russia, before a teacher is being arrested for any offense, you have to get a special permission from the government of that particular country. If you go to France here, their own Supreme Court, the first row are always reserved for only the teacher. And when you go to Germany, the highest paid civil servants are the teacher. And in Africa here, if you go to Namibia in Africa, and you have your tag dangling on your neck, and you want to board a commercial bus, my dear inductees, ladies and gentlemen, all the passengers in that commercial bus will stand for you to sit. And when you come to Nigeria, my dear inductees, ladies and gentlemen, Rome was not built in a day. It's a gradual process, and nobody will blow our trumpet for us until when every one of us, if we are ready and we make up our mind to change the narrative. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you very much, sir. But I like your submission, sir, when you said, when we make up our mind to change the narrative. Nigeria is ours, and it's high time we own the country and begin to, right the wrongs in the country. And I believe if we take a step towards doing that, we'll prosper and overcome any difficulty that may come our way. Once again, thank you very much. And quickly, for the goodwill message, may I call on the chairperson of the Nigerian Library Association, Kaduna State Chapter, Dr. Fidelia M. Hong.
Thank you very much. My PC, who is just step out, all the executive here present, I want to stand on executive protocol to welcome all of us to this first induction in Library and Information Science here in APU Zaria. Distinguished guests, respected lecturers, our proud parents, and our dear graduating students of Library and Information Science and TRCN, all of you from Faculty of Education, good day to all of us. Let me start by saying congratulations to all of you. Today is not about certificate or gowns. Today is about identity. From today, you are recognized as professionals, and that is what is a big deal. What is the difference? Now, let me say this. Anyone can work in the library, but not everyone is a librarian. What makes that one a difference is your professionalism. What makes it different? How you think, how you behave, how you serve your users, how you uphold standards. Even though one is looking at you, is what differentiates you with any other person in the library. Our theme for today reminds us that knowledge is not enough. In this world where artificial intelligence, knowledge, information is everywhere, professionalism is what matters. Where information can be earned through your trust. It's what makes people rely on you for accurate information, ethical guidance, and quality service to your users. As you step into the profession, my call to you this morning or this afternoon is please be competent in learning and updating your skills as you move to the world. Above all, please be proud professional of library and information science, whether you work in a university library, school library, research center, government office, or digital space. Let professionalism speak for you before you speak for yourself. You are now a member of Nigerian Library Association and Professionalism Family. That stands for excellence, integrity, and service to humanity. I encourage all of you to stay active, uphold the value of the association, and contribute meaningfully to the growth of librarianship in Nigeria and the world at large. On behalf of Nigerian Library Association, Kaduna State Chapter, and the Nigeria, my president is sending his greeting. I warmly welcome all of you into the profession and wish you a fruitful, respectful, and impactful career as you go to the world. Congratulations once again, and welcome to the profession of librarianship. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Ma. And distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we are gradually coming to the end of this event. And for the vote of thanks, may I invite the head of Department of Library and Information Science, Professor Abu Yusufu. Please let's also put our hands together for him while he comes.
Chairman and Vice Chancellor of Education, distinguished ladies and gentlemen on the high table, our guests, and professors around, the inductees. I'm here to present a vote of thanks. Now, where do I start from? I should say, Alhamdulillah, it has been a wonderful day that has come to fruition, that we were able to come together and celebrate. Allah had made it possible, and behind the scene, a lot of people have run around to make this occasion possible. We have our desk officers, Dr. Idris and Dr. Tanimu, who had run around to make sure this occasion is possible. We want to thank the Vice Chancellor for his warm welcome. In fact, 2 Deputy Vice Chancellors were there to receive our guests, and we are very, very grateful. We also want to thank the faculty, Dean of the faculty, who have been very much bent over to see that this occasion becomes successful. Our inductees, you've tried a lot, contributing, paying the registration fee and all that. In fact, the burden was on you, and we also want to thank you very much. Our respectful, eminent scholars, retirees, and who are here with us to boost our ego and confidence. We also thank you for coming to us. Our members of the press who have made this impossible from ABU Information Unit, you have done a very good job, and we feel we belong. And thank you very much, everyone. I wish everybody journey masses.
Thank you very much, sir. Before we go to my dear inductees, a special announcement. Apart from your induction, I hope you are aware that the convocation ceremony is coming up on Saturday, the 31st of January. And I know by the providence of God, most of you are going to be around, or let me say all of you are going to be around for the convocation ceremony. And the main preparation for the convocation proper starts tomorrow. There's going to be a public lecture at the 1,000-seater capacity, popularly known as Abdullahi Mahdi Auditorium, to be delivered by the former Archbishop of Canterbury in the United Kingdom by 11 a.m. And then on Friday by 3 p.m., the pre-convocation lecture comes proper. And that pre-convocation lecture is to be delivered by the Director General of the World Trade Organization, Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, and the lecture is to be chaired by a former President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo. So every one of you is expected to be there. Dr. Ngozi is going to be there live. Former President Olusegun Obasanjo is also going to be there live. And then the convocation proper comes on Saturday by 9 a.m. So all graduates and parents are expected to be seated by 8:30. Because once the dignitaries are into the convocation square, the protocol is going to be very strict. You might not have access to the convocation venue. And then later that evening, on that same Saturday, the Directorate of University Advancement and International Education decides to organize a variety show for graduates and freshers. The variety show is going to serve as a send forth to new graduates and a welcoming party to all 100 level students. So the variety show will feature performances, spoken words, music performances, comedies, and what have you. So each and every one of you is invited because it's going to be for you all. Thank you very much once again. For the inductees, the registered librarians, you have to go to your department and get your certificates. Oh, the faculty to get your certificates, and then the TRCN, you go to the office of the TRCN desk officer to get your certificate. Okay, librarians, you go to your department to get your certificate, and then for the TRCN, you go to Dr. Ahmadu office to get your certificate. And distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I know it was a tough ride, but you all were able to complete your academic journey after 5 or 6 years. I wish you all the best as you take your next journey through life. My name is Ahmadu from the Public Affairs Directorate, Zaria. The closing prayers, please. Closing prayers. We have not closed. We started with prayers. It's also very important that we close with prayers. Closing prayers in 30 seconds. I mean, amen. I wish us safe journey back to our respective destinations. Thank you. Yes, group photograph, please, here. With the members of the high table. Group photograph. Inductees. You can snap with the members of the high table, the dean. Yes. Please wait, inductees, wait. I forgot. Our dignitaries came in procession. Please, you're not supposed to leave. As teachers, you are the custodians of morals and discipline, so please wait. There's going to be national anthem. After the national anthem, the procession will go out in reverse order, and then after the procession has gone out, then we also go out. The national anthem, please. The procession will now go in reverse order. Please, nobody should go out until after the procession.